South Africa, Mzansi, welcome to it. You are watching Spotlight, and my name is Tshwarelo Sebake, the one and only Stikza comedian. I can't say I can't mehla le matjatji. Ha ke sambe ke noshi. Ke na the Freaky Momo.
Ere ke go leboga Stikza the comedian ke re etango. Ere ke re maduma go lena ka gae ka leina ke nna khomotsa wa ga mazwi. Moradi wa ba binata, but you can call me Freaky Momo ka lerata. And yes, you are indeed tuned into the Spotlight. The show e long hore e go tlisetsa le go keteka mabokgone at the youth right here in Mzansi. And in today's episode, we're joining like yona the Primetainment.
Without wasting any time, get Momo.
Don't judge me on my past life. Don't judge me for my past problems. Don't judge me for the past struggles. Love me for who I am. Love me for who I am. Don't judge me for my past life. Don't judge me for my past problems. Don't judge me for the past struggles. Love me for who I am.
Yes, you are indeed tuned into the Spotlight. And the guest is the Primetainment. Right here on Spotlight.
Thank you very much.
Personally, one by one. And then
Okay, my name is AJ Silas. They call me the son of the north because I'm from Limpopo. So yeah, I'm from Limpopo in Bagersford, but probably I grew up in Limpopo. That's where I did my grade 11 and 12. So yeah, I came to PTA because of something that was burning in me, which is music. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Nakalivito ke Josta, all the way from Hamaskral, ke kwa ke holetseng ko teng, but originally from Zanin.
Oh, Zanin.
Yeah, Lena Ganore.
Son of the North as well.
Son of the North as well. But
N1.
Yeah.
Zanin le
Eh? Yeah. So holetse movie to.
Yes, ke senya go tlhalositse gore ke ntana ko scrap. So gone o tlo bula o tlo motlela ka Setsonga. Wow, my God. So okay guys, I take it you've been working together and you've done like a whole lot of projects together. How did you meet?
Okay. We met when we were signed by Primetainment. We knew each other before, but we were not close or anything. But when Primetainment approached us and they signed us, that's where we started working together. And we came with beautiful project. You can believe it.
Okay.
We already have an album.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's go back a bit. Rebel o sala kwa gae. Wena monageso.
Yeah.
Ke nyaka so gona le tšeo bo di dirang. Tša mmino mohlomong underground before before to sign underground.
Yeah.
They are coming.
Yes.
Yeah. For now, I'm someone who do I would say dance.
Okay.
When it comes to genre, but I was doing a trap.
Okay.
Trap and Afro pop. That's what I was specializing with before Primetainment came. But when they came, they were like, "Bro, why don't you come up with some vibe?" And then I was like, "Okay, it's okay." Then that's when they introduced me to some, the dance.
Okay.
But believe me, I want to do something which is different to everyone. Who's in the industry, bringing trap into some dance, where there's a little bit of piano, a little bit of Afro house. So that's what I'm about. You've never heard that before, so I'm coming.
Understand ke feel like go na le o nyaka go tshela berekeng bo di 6 gane o nyaka go tshela bo di beef stock one.
It's good to have a creative mode. Just to before you go on, Mom, I want to ask you something. Primetainment e go humane byang ba go krile byang? Did you go to them or what le go wena?
When this whole thing started, I was performing in Sunnyside. It happens that my manager, the one that saw me when I was performing, Lawrence, they know him as Killer P. He saw me performing in his club, and then he saw some potential, and he was like, "That is good.
That's something I can work with."
That's something I can work with. Yeah, and then from that point, I was like, "Oh, okay. Since when he said I'm good, then I think I have to follow him until I get him." So there was a point where I did a song while I was still an indie. It was called We Are Joel, and then he was like, "Nah, I think we can work." So yeah, that's how we finally wrapped up the contract.
All right, so Josta.
Yeah, boys.
No. Josta ke those kind baba cool, calm and collected. O tsaletse le matla. And nna mo ke tswang ba re ditaba di tswa mahlong. Josta, before I give you this question, ke khopela o tlise di shades. You don't need them. Yes. I want to know, re lo bolela straight out. So tell me, when you were growing up, it's more like the same question we gave to him, but we also need to know your side of the story. When you grow up, was music something you knew this is what I want, you knew this is where I belong, or it's just something you discovered along the way?
No, you know, mama ka ke motho e le reng tsa opela. So ke sa le o monyane ke motho e le reng narata hore tsama o opela lo ena o try something.
Bale baba entertainer di family guests or di visitors di fama hai.
So ke thomile ka gospel. Since well mama ka ne le motho wa di kereke.
Okay.
Then ka thoma ka gospel, but gospel for nane sampereke because of ke bone hore I have to do the album and all that, but ne di sa fihle go bathong, but di fitla go kerekeng fe. So ka bona hore maybe I have to change genre dira. So ka change ka dira house.
Okay.
First song ya ba hit.
Hey.
First song ya be ne ke batla msadi yo snang meno.
Hi bathong man.
That was my first hit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I nearly stood up and I'm pretty sure when he started singing, no right man, I know the song from somewhere. I used to dance to this song. And then I think when we're going back to Tabaya, he started off with a certain genre and then he had to change. It's because when you're doing music, you have your own group vibe to what you're doing. And unfortunately, as young people, we vibe to gospel music. So I understand why vibe to the house genre he chose.
Ke le mosho gore monna ga tla shela ke nyaka mosadi o tlhokamelo motho mo la hetile kudu go mona basadi ba botsana ba mo palela no bona ere ke nyaka o tlhokamelo motho mo tla ntsheletsa ka gore meno ga go o tla kushara wa ke mosadi ya ka shaka what happened go shala o ngwala go sha mmuta gore he
okay, the person no ntse ke bere ka lela ke motho e le gore a ke ba re ba di bitsa di gimmick what. So o rata go dira dilo tse bja. So we have another song, we did another song and it was very big. Leona Mosquito even recognized it. Dr. Malinga even recognized it.
Wow.
That's how I got an opportunity to work with Dr. Malinga and all that. So the guy on Negeberekalena Neli Mutwadi gimmick, Utlezi got on any gimmick. So only knowing Gaya Gwen, probably I know I'm gonna get something new from
then America so.
So basically, would you say there's a message behind Kibatla Msada, like Msada's Nangmeno? Is it like that straight Msada's Nangmeno, or there's a message behind Kibatla Msada's Nangmeno?
Why is it like according to how I understand the message, that guy I think will be taken about Sadiwa Baratandilo.
Just the minute
All right. Because I can know when you don't understand this, it's more like woody poetry and whatnot. Like most of the time, the way it so when you don't know how to analyze such things, understand? Yeah.
So guys, what's happening now? Current projects? What do you know of it?
Yo, there are a lot of projects, man. There are a lot of projects. Just that we are being disturbed with this the pandemic thing. But we're working on a lot of projects. We did work together, and still there are some other guys in Primetainment record label. We are a lot guys, like big named artists. We are busy. So we're just waiting for this COVID thingy to, to be solved. So I personally with Deepak here released a single. I think about a month ago, which is called Intendant, and it's doing very cool.
Yeah, but on my side, I'm very busy even though Corona. Yeah, because the studio time. So we are busy. Ka album with Masrem, and then but yeah, next year. Yeah, Tshwarelo is coming out this year, November.
Yeah.
So we're still busy, guy on.
Yeah.
So I guess Mr. COVID-19 only I can say the performances because they still have the studio sessions. You still go and record. So at least something they are doing something that they're working on. And Mr. Kovive, I decided, you know what, I'm opening the country. I'm giving you the go-ahead. You can go and have fun. Bona. They're going to bring you far. Yeah.
Much.
Kosha ba nna ba thula sizwe ke nyaka ba bogedi ba nkwa ga botse ba nna ba ba dile kosha ba re ke thula sizwe beksa bolela go production le go fa se ke re thula sizwe shut up and then ba re thula sizwe they're saying shut up you want to hear what's happening
Thula Sizwe.
it's like shut up you want to hear
No, Agriana is a vocalist. So when he are Didi Malan and then Lukwele, he's saying, listen to me. Exactly.
listen to me exactly
Listen to what I have to say.
Thula
Yes.
Sizwe.
We kopela attention.
shega beksa kushishega re zulu se tshaba ka nna wena
Ah, go ra ka le kry-a le rasa go a re, Thula Sizwe. Ko re le file command. Lukweleng ke bolela.
All right, guys. So out of the features, I would say, that you've heard, out of the artists that you've worked with, which one would you say is the one who gave you your big break, like your biggest break?
yes
Yo.
Because I understand, maybe you don't want to offend anyone, maybe you don't want to offend anyone, but I get it right now. When we say someone gave us a biggest break, you also understand it has more to do with your following, how many people follows you, and obviously if you work with me, or I work with you, let me put it in this way, if I work with you and you have a lot of following, then most people are going to see me or get to yes.
They're gonna follow you.
So there's nothing better about you saying, you know what, I worked with Stikza, and I think that's where more of my growth came from.
mara o tsara go dia go bia potso re go dima ga borotso ka more awa ka mogana ga bona wa tsaba re thushitse di ba ile gore na go ngwe batho ba tshwana go re le go e brachanyana so
Ah, ke ka moka.
Ke ka moka. All right, what's working? Anya ke gona le ntwe e nngwe ka Sepedi sa go sheba a banya go rata motho di cons.
No,
So
to add on that, re bereka le batho ba ile re ba talented. Kaofela
Okay.
ga fela. We won't just work le motho e leng gore we have to teach him how to do his work. So nga se downgrade motho ke berekileng le ena. So all of them we did hits. All of them ke di hit.
all of them ke di plaka, all of them ke di
Hit
vibe.
fela, o tla. Ke di
a dia di
hit.
game e merogo ne
Ai nna re di jeo.
All right, babogedi ka gae, I understand what they're saying, because I can if let's put it in this way, when there's a word o ka se re a word e nang le A le C, what our C is more important than A. So obviously they are contributor kaofela, and I do understand why ba tshanya go name gore this is the person we worked with, and this is the kind of contribution e leng gore ba itlisitse to their music career.
ebile ba bogedi ke tshepa gore ka nnete banna ba tlo go ntšha botse gore go le motho se tse malebisa mo go bona gore you must respect batho ba bangwe, because imagine ga nke be le gore gana bjale ba select gore o re bile re direla so o re dirise so bjale ga ba nye ko dia ka mogo ba re ka mokana ga bona they were important to them. Ka nnete you are very humble, and that's good. Yes, ke ba tela matsogo ka seo.
All right, so as a team, as artists, who would you say as one person who you want to work with all of your heart? God, this is the feature I'm looking forward to, and I know if I get into studio with this person, we're gonna create fire.
We're talking about the whole South Africa, right?
Yeah.
Or to the whole world. But
Anyway.
I don't know, South
Let's talk
Africa,
about
but-
South Africa.
All right.
I think there's only one bull in the crowd.
Yeah.
Casper you first.
All right.
I think the way I trap with how he goes,
Okay.
there's a lot that can come up from that.
Yes.
Same thing with MT. The way MT trap and the way I trap, we're different.
Different years.
When I trap, I sing a lot, but when he trap, he rap a lot. So I think there's more fire that we can bring from that.
Like the combos might communicate.
Yeah.
A lot.
If bakopana go lo ba le. Okay, guys, I hope I don't know if this is gonna get to Casper. I don't know if this is gonna reach MT, but if you're seeing this, if you can see this, I man sabela uyabizwa.
Yes. Ke ya go le Tshwarelo Primetainment akere.
Yeah.
Ke na ka tsora treatment ya bona e jwang towards you guys because you know the company is jwang. Tell us ba le tshwere jwang, ba le tshwere se shate, ba le tshwere se mukuruku nke le re botse.
Seshat is good, ne?
I think you know Stikza. I think if the treatment was not well, as you're putting it, I don't think they would still be with them.
Yeah.
What's mo go dirang? Di artist di jo khumana motho ga no re ka re tla reng. A ke re khumana o rata art ya go kudu khumana o no acceptant ngwe le ngwe go dia yona because ona le this vision o le teng.
You know, I've been signed before.
Yes.
But then now I can see where him signed. So Primetainment ya re push like too much. Go feta ga mko ilong hore
Salwa pushiwa before.
Sale ka pushiwa ka teng.
Go re re tswalla re fetsa le Primetainment go re ba le sore se shate.
Yeah.
I can't get to what's ke re matsogo sharp ke tela Primetainment matsogo re ka re e sore artist ga botse e ba sore se shate ke tshepa gore di company tse di ya go re di artist di sore ga botse gore ba tsentša masheleng go ke kwa.
And you know what I like Stikza? Into AJ I've been signed before. Mara ka bona gore this is not where I want to be. Ka sepedi sa go sheba o ska rapeletsa boroko ka go vudulala. Just because o bona kere okay this person is helping me in a certain way. Mara at the same time they're not treating you the way o nyakang ka gone. Don't stay there. I mean like there are a lot of help you would find out there. Bona they are happy right now. Ore bona they're pushing me more than I've been pushed before. So nagana if he stayed where he was even though never sa motshwarasha he wouldn't be experiencing all this.
Bana ba gesho ke nyaka gore question e tlo botšeng ya le tla ntshwarelana is too personal. Le na le basadi bana ba gesho.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Nna ke nyetse.
Wena
Not yet, but ke na le mosadi.
na le motho le lena.
Le ngwana gape.
Okay. So e ba ka bya career ya gago ba be le mosadi.
Oh my goodness.
My career goes first, bro. I'm sorry, baby, if you're listening, but my career first.
Na my wife o tlo support and choose a career.
No, Stikza, you need to understand gore before the partners we have a life by getting Stikza, you're placing whatever on the firing line because you need to understand that he says he's married. So obviously, I'm guessing. I'm just insinuating. Came from his hard work. So if he doesn't continue, follow Jean.
Yeah. O humana ba maketsi ka gae. Jwale banna nke le botse mo ge. Le dula le ba bedi or mo le mo dula mo plekeng ya.
Nah.
This guy o nna loa.
And then when I see you're married, you stay with the wife.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about relationship or difference le bereka together. The challenges are like what one all together. How do you solve your problems?
All right. To answer that question, when me and this guy met, we respected each other a lot. So when there's respect, the friendship grows. Remember, we're working together. You understand? When you approach each other, we don't have to be friends, but the moment we respect each other, it goes to another level where we become brothers, not just friends.
Nice.
You understand? Because we need each other more. So yeah.
And I think it also goes back to the fact that even though you are friends, you have a working relationship. There have to be like balance, and there needs to be boundaries between friendship and partnership. So to understand if kiloba le josta brayaka, and then kiloba le josta the artist. The boundaries, and if those boundaries are respected, then
it's okay because of respect.
Yes. Relationship your manager.
Yes.
Sometimes or la
We don't have he's friendly. I would say that.
Yeah.
I never thought it would be as friendly as he is.
Yeah.
Why is it the?
You know when
serious
the first time when you meet him, he's serious.
Very serious.
But when you take your work serious, he appreciates the good work and he becomes nice. But he don't tolerate when you don't work.
Okay.
You have to work. That's one thing I appreciate about him. So he's a good person. We always with him whenever we need guidance. He's like a big brother to us.
I was about to say that.
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
about to say that.
Yeah.
Mohonale a little bit of openness and friendship. It doesn't matter what kind of working relationship.
Yeah.
For as long as there are that space for friendship, it makes things a little bit easier. Because now imagine if you have to get to work and there's something that's stopping you. O fela o gapeletsa go ya because wa chaba.
Yeah.
Gore if nka se fitlha go lo ba le mathata and o fitlha kwa still you won't work to your full potential because there's something e go disturbang.
To be honest, I think Killer B will school for this thing, for this work.
Yeah.
Like, he's a professional.
He knows how to work
Like,
with you guys.
Even the artist like they know him. They know his work. He is professional. Like you will get doctor.
Ka nnete wa tswa ke nyaka gore re fe banna ba sebaka sa gore ba re bontshe mabogoni a bona bana ba gesho pele re tsola lena go le nke le re bontshe bona di tumile ka eng.
Let me just give you maybe 2-3 lines of
We
the singers that I
waiting. Serve
I
us.
released last month. It says, Shona Malanga, Shona, tomorrow is my day. Uvugilu Malambane, Afedile Matwenya, Afezegila Mapupa, Ifugili Tandane. Shona Malanga when Shona. So yeah, that's the song I released last month.
Sorry. Ke tsana ka moya morena. What's a scary clip mo di opela ne? Ke fa ke tsana ka moya morena le. Ashana ma.
But khonale that's I don't know if ke tlo bulela ka mgo e leng ka gona ba ke the music lingo the vibrato.
What's a great
Yo, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my favorite line, and I hope Lile Nakaha you can actually relate to this. Like dreams do come true. I don't think there was a time in their lives where they thought they would be where they are, but so just
Of course. He
he has to.
No, I have a song which made me like in Kodisi, that song. I used to gig a lot on. Let me just give you. Abantu bekine bathi mina angisabone mehlweni. Ngoba mina ngibona wena kanomuntu yakuthana ngenhliziyo yami yonke yakuthana ngenhliziyo.
Ayo! Abana luto nele ya kai. Niki nyako ya bele ka sapedi get down budi fosa bo. Niki rutela Stikza.
Ba mo tsako ka mogafisha ngo bona tore a ine tshela ja khalo ke a ine tshela ja khalo ba be ya moloma o aina ka yona so.
Hey, bona, people are talented. People know their work. People know what it is that they're doing.
All right. Last question guys, ne? Yes. Nke le mpotse mo. Ile re le jwa ka ile ka yona.
Yeah. Now, as a musician, ke tswa kwane ke sokola go teng. Kwa ke yang go tlhakana le gol.
Bona, the land of honey and milk. Kenene.
Yeah, they say from a village life to a township. From a township to a city life. Then from a city life, we're going to take you to the world.
I like it better like that.
All right, so guys, where do we get you? Where do we find you when we want to get in touch with you, when we want to make bookings, when we want to follow your work?
Okay. Let me start with the company. You know, the booking is the most important. Is at Primetainment. Bookings at primetainment.co.za. So personally, when you want to follow me on Twitter is Silas_AJ. On Instagram is AJ Silas. Facebook is AJ Silas or AJ Silas SA. So
yeah, me on Twitter is Josta SA, Instagram Josta SA, Facebook page Josta, account Josta SA.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
It was really nice having you, and I hope you also enjoyed having them. Their melodic voices. And well, on our social media platforms, I am Momo Cortes on Facebook, Momo Cortes YouTube, Momo Cortes Instagram, Momo Cortes Twitter. You know the drill. Momo Cortes Yonkindao.
a ka nnete le a tseba babogedi mo gae gore o ya mašemong a se go hlwa ya rena megoma re iša gana fa kere follow me at Twitter, Facebook and Instagram at Stikza Comedian.
Don't judge, cause everything passes. Conversation turn into an elevator plane. Don't shrink all the fools cause you deep in the stress. And just gonna rescue you. Stop with your attitude, passage and short life. I'd rather take a highway. Nobody can ever tell me cause I'm going my way. Pressure and discussion, I left those a mile away, I'm positive. Nobody can tell that I'm negative. Your cavities won't stop you, nigga, you just